the launch of the 2017 Local Government Challenge. We're just about to go into the council chamber and brief the contestants on what their challenge will be.
It's no secret nationally there's a homelessness problem, and Swale's no different to anywhere else. We have high levels of homelessness, and a lot of it is linked to unemployment. What we've decided to focus on here is ex-offenders. If we can help them get work ready from where they are now to the workplace, we need something new and different and innovative to do that.
We're called Team Dynamic. We've got a range of backgrounds and different areas that people have come from, different ages and different perspectives.
We are Team Inspire. I'm the team captain, and so far it seems like we've got a really good mix of people in our team, lots of different skills.
Got a chance to speak to people from sort of housing and benefits world, business and skills, someone doing some work with the prisons or previous work with prisons, also someone from community safety.
A lot of issues came up, many of them were intertwined. There was a theme that began to develop about working between agencies, which I think needs a bit more thinking about.
We met with Amber and she discussed about the local homeless population. She spoke a lot about the prevention element and actually looking at homelessness as a whole, so that was quite important, and I think that's a key point that I've personally taken away from meeting her is let's look at how do we prevent homelessness occurring.
We just spoken to somebody from National Probation Services about some of the key challenges that they're experiencing across Kent and Surrey. There's a lot of services set up for people with high risk criminal activity, but some of the challenges seems to be around people with lower level risk offences or people with short-term prison sentences.
In the meetings so far, they've done pretty well in terms of asking questions.
First impressions are very good. The difficulty always is moving from the operational thinking into strategic thinking.
It'll be interesting to see how the team dynamic evolves when the two that have gone to the prison return.
We've just come back from Stamford Hill Prison and we met a prison officer and two offenders, current offenders, and they were talking to us about their opportunities to build up some work experience.
We got some really useful bits, especially from the prisoners themselves, who were able to tell us a bit about what it's like for them, how hard it is, some of the barriers that they have to overcome.
I think they covered most ground. Sarah, one of the other observers who's organised the challenge, was a bit concerned at one point that they hadn't actually covered everything.
They were talking to two prisoners from an open prison and an officer from an open prison, and they were possibly not considering some of the problems that prisoners being released from other types of prisons may face.
It's day 2, 10 a.m, and this is one of the last opportunities that the teams are going to have to gather facts from local businesses, from people who already employ ex-offenders and vulnerable people.
Our big ideas were really around putting the team around the person and all the agencies involved working together in a more formal, structured way to make sure that that person was at the centre of everything we do. And that included things like providing support in housing, key workers to make sure people's wider issues were dealt with, and also looking at paths to employment, looking at how the employers could help us do that.
So today we presented our proposal to develop Swale Angels. The main points of our presentation were to talk about how we needed to work in partnership and to talk about how we would employ people to do this navigator role that would build people's aspiration, skills, confidence and navigate them through the system.
And the winner is Team Inspire with Swale's Angels. They were all very impressive. There was obviously a lot of research and a lot of work gone in a short period of time, but on balance, the winning team probably stuck slightly better to their brief. They engaged their audience and their time management was far better, as indeed was their sense of being a team rather than a group of individuals.
Well, it's a shame we didn't win, but I think we can be proud of ourselves. We've got a lot of hard work in, learned a few things about timekeeping and going back to the brief, so we'll take that forward for next time.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We're delighted to have won. The team worked really, really hard, so we're really pleased that that's the outcome. I think we've come up with some really good ideas that hopefully Swale will be able to take forward in some shape or form.